Hello everyone, it's Samantha here from Samantha Sutherland Art and Books. Welcome to Poetry Thursday and welcome to part 2 of Michael Rosen. I'm so sorry last week's instalment of Poetry Thursday was postponed, but I was just feeling so very miserable, so very uncomfortable and so very unwell and in pain that I had to postpone it. I was just not up to reading anything, and to be honest, I've not really read a huge amount all that week because I was just so tired and so ill. So yeah, and I couldn't kind of sit for a little bit and read because I was not in the right mood and I didn't feel well. I just didn't think it was a good idea to try and get anything read when I just felt so very miserable. Plus I also looked like I was about to fall asleep at any second. That's basically how I spent last week. So Michael Rosen Part 1 I read from Quick Let's Get Out of Here, which was illustrated by the amazing Quentin Blake. And if you want to know anything about Michael Rosen, I would say go back and watch Part 1, because if you've been here for a little bit and you've been here since I've started doing Poetry Thursday, then you know that I always do a little bit of research on who the poet is and their background, etc. However, I did that in part 1. So if you need a reminder, I will put that in the box below. There will be a link to it. And to those of you who are new, welcome to Poetry Thursday. On a Thursday, I read a poem or poems by a specific, I think I said artist, no, poet that I really like or that has caught my eye or I haven't read before but seems interesting. Mainly they've all been ones that I really enjoy and that I really like. So this is no different. I absolutely love Michael Rosen. I have been reading his poems since I was a kid. And my daughter is a big fan of Michael Rosen. In fact, did I mention she's picked 2 of the poems and I've picked 1. So I'm going to be reading from Gentrally Heated Knickers. I know, what a title. There's going to be 3 poems. Poem 1 is, I think it's Grandad's Chair. Yes, Grandad's Chair. The second one is Grandparents' House, and then my pick is Woolly Saucepan. So all the illustrations in this book, they were done by Harry Horse. And again, this is another puffin poetry book. So this one is called Grandad's Chair. So there's the image for this one. And I'm just going to read the poems this week and then give you a bit of an update because I've got a little bit to tell you. And then that's really it for today, I'm afraid. I'm sorry that it's not more kind of like as enthusiastic as part 1. But I'm in high pain and I'm very, very tired because of the pain. I've not been sleeping. But I really wanted to do it this week because I'd postponed last week and I didn't want to postpone again. And yeah, so from Gentrally Heated Knickers, I bring you Grandad's Chair. I wish the light wasn't so high up. I wish the light bulb hadn't blown. I wish I had been there to change it. I wish Grandad had used the ladder. I wish he hadn't used the chair. I wish the chair had been stronger. And then number 2 is Grandparents' House. At my grandparents' house, they've got a very old plate with gold edge round it, and my granddad says, "It's real gold. It's so thin, it's like paper." At my grandparents' house, they've got a very old picture made of wood, and my grandma says that her granddad made it by cutting out lots of tiny bits of different kinds of wood to make all the colours. At my grandparents' house, they've got a very old newspaper that tells the story of how, when my grandparents were teenagers, they once rowed out to sea and nearly drowned, and the paper had gone all brown. at my grandparents' house. They've just fitted a new kitchen and it looks like it's made of wood with all the lines and whirly bits, but really it's plastic. I love going to my grandparents' house and looking at all their stuff. And then this one is called Woolly Sweater. So there's woolly saucepan. I do apologise. And there is the said woolly saucepan. Could I have a woolly saucepan, a metal jumper, a glass chair, and a wooden window pane, please? Sorry, I mean a woolly chair, a glass jumper, a wooden saucepan, and a metal window pane, please? Sorry, I mean, oh, blow it. You know what I mean, don't you? So that was Michael Rosen, 3 poems from his book Gentrally Heated Knickers. Now I'll see if I can find a link to the book from something other than Amazon. That's pretty much where it would have come from. Funny enough, my daughter's granddad bought it for Christmas. And so yes, but they do always make me smile and they do always make me giggle, and they have done since I was a kid, which is why I chose Michael Rosen. So next week, all being well, I will be doing Poetry Thursday with a different poet. I don't know who yet, not a clue. I'd actually picked Michael Rosen a few days before the day of doing Poetry Thursday for a change, but it's back to not knowing who I'm going to choose. But yes, and also hopefully there will be a haul video next week as well as Poetry Thursday. You may see me 3 times. I'm not sure. I still need to do my beefcake book challenge video, although I'm not doing very well with that challenge, which I will still do the video because I was tagged in it. I forgot who tagged me. I think it was Robert G, reader of books. I'm almost certain. Yes, I'm pretty sure he did. So I may be back with 3 videos next week, possibly. It depends, because I have a second channel as well. It's a crafts channel, and I will be doing some craft related sewing, possibly not next week, but I have a haul video for that to create. So it may be 2 videos next week, it may be 3, we'll see. And also I've got some interesting news to tell you about this year's ideas for possibly reading, but definitely art related. So that will come next week. So I will try at the beginning of the week to make the haul and updates video for you. And of course, Poetry Thursday will be back on Poetry Thursday. So thank you for spending this little bit of time with me. Sorry I've not been more kind of like I was in the first Michael Rosen video, but like I said, I'm dealing with quite a bit of fatigue and pain at the moment. I'm taking it easy and I'm resting, and although it's getting boring, it has meant that I have caught up on an amazing TV series called From, which I will tell you all about next week probably, because we're up to series 2 now. We've nearly finished it. We've been binge watching it. So I will tell you more about that then. And yeah, so thank you for bearing with me. I'm so sorry that this didn't happen last week, and I hope you enjoyed this week's. I'm sorry it wasn't more not more but yes, it's the fun of dealing with pain and fatigue when you've got chronic illnesses. So yeah. I'm going to say goodbye now because I'm just going to start rambling otherwise. If you want to check out my other channel, which is Autumn Fox and Rabbit Crafts, I will put a link to that channel below, so you can go and have a look over there if you fancy it. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. Hopefully, like I said, it should be a haul video. Thank you for bearing with me. Hope you enjoyed this week's readings because they were very funny. and I think they were perfect for my brain power this week because my brain's kind of shut down a little bit. Other than that, I'm going because I'm starting to ramble. I'm sorry. So until the next video, you can find me on here, on Facebook, and on Goodreads. And on that note, good reading to you. Stay warm, stay dry, stay safe, stay cozy, happy reading, and I will see you next week, or in the next video at least. So I'll see you later. Thank you very much for spending this time with me, and I'll see you later on. Bye everyone.